Webisode, we're here with Pastor Dave Braneky. Dave was recently called to be our senior pastor, and we're excited to have him start with us soon. So, Dave, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
That's good. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where were you born and raised?
Well, I'm from Massillon, Ohio, which is about an hour south of Cleveland. And so I grew up in the Midwest, and my family's back there, parents, brothers back there. I have a sister, and I've lived out here in Philadelphia area, southeast Pennsylvania, for the past, I guess, about 10 years now.
Okay, all right. And you went to school at Messiah College, was it?
Yeah, I did my undergrad at Messiah College. After I graduated from high school, went out to Messiah. I was there for 4 years, and then lived a couple years in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, working at a homeless shelter for women and children.
Okay. Now, when did you know that being a pastor, when that was your calling?
Yeah, I think when I was in high school, I knew that I felt called to ministry, and I thought that I would go to Messiah and come back home and be like a youth pastor, youth minister. Yeah. But in my experience at Messiah, God kind of broadened my understanding of ministry to include a broader view of ministry, and that included, some social ministries, working at the homeless shelter and things like that. So I explored that for a while, but then, I sensed God calling me that, in addition to addressing social needs, helping people grow spiritually, helping people as a community address some of these important, gospel issues. Was important as well, and so I felt a call back into the pastoral ministry. Okay. So seminary at Eastern Baptist.
Eastern Baptist. Expanding on that, I mean, could you say there's one area of your ministry where you're really passionate about, or is it tough to narrow it down?
Yeah, I think there are three areas where I'm passionate. Yep. One is having inspiring worship services where people encounter God's presence through, the worship music, through the spoken word, through prayer, through moments of silence, through the encounter with the neighbor, with your fellow worshiping community. That's one passion. Okay. Second passion would be discipleship and helping people grow in their understanding of their Christian faith and commitment. And then the third thing is helping people live that out, and helping a community of people live that out in their context, in their local context. Okay. So I like to say, helping the Baptist Church of Westchester not just be the Baptist Church in Westchester or of Westchester, but be the Baptist Church for Westchester and its greater community.
Yeah. Speaking of passions, I guess, or hobbies, what else? What do you do? Anything particular outside the church that you like to do?
I love to get my hands dirty in the ground and grow things.
All right.
It's great because sometimes you can see the plant grow more than you can see, the Spirit of God move in people's lives. It's much more tangible at times, but...
So we could use a few tips about gardening.
You got a green thumb?
Yeah.
Or you got a black thumb?
Yeah.
No, so gardening is... I like to do that. I like to biking. Yeah. Into sports. What else? Reading, history.
You support the Phils or the Eagles at all? Or?
I am a big supporter of the Phillies. Yes. Do not really root for the Eagles.
Okay, understandable there.
Not much to root for right now.
Yes, that is correct.
So I like to cheer for the other team on the other side of the state.
Now, I'm a big pizza guy. I love pizza. Do you have any favorite foods or anything in particular?
Oh man. Almost anything my wife makes is really good. So she's like a foodie. Yeah. And she's always coming up with new recipes and new
Trying
things.
new things.
Yeah. So when I think about it, I think if you like pizza, a good medium rare beef burger with blue cheese inside it, blue cheese on top, maybe a little bacon and some lettuce and tomato. And
bacon is always good.
That and a nice roll. I think that'd be my favorite right now. At this point.
Speaking of Leanne, Leanne is your wife. You guys have been married for
10 years.
10 years, and congratulations.
Thanks.
I also hear that you guys are expecting soon.
Yes, Leanne is due in early December with our first child. We're expecting a baby boy.
It's a boy.
Yes.
All right, great.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And Leanne's excited about that. Grandpas are excited about that, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
She works at the she works too at the Sustainable Business Network of Greater Philadelphia.
Right. Yep. In Center City.
And that's about promoting socially and environmentally responsible businesses.
Okay.
So.
All right. Let's end with vision. It's still early. You're still. What sort of vision do you have for the church as you transition into this role?
Yeah, I think my vision for the church is, I believe the church is called two things: love God and to love our neighbor. And then in the local, that's like for all churches. And then at a local level, like the Baptist Church of Westchester, my vision is to help the congregation and the members and the leaders to figure out how we want to do that in Westchester and throughout the community, throughout Chester County, and then throughout Pennsylvania, throughout the country, throughout the world. How do we want to love God? How do we want to love our neighbor? And helping people really become clear about who are we, why are we here, what's our purpose, and how are we going to do that together.
Yeah.
So I think that's my vision and hope is that we could really come together on that, go through a process that would help crystallize that for the church, and then begin taking steps to live into that, that vision, that future that you would like to see happen.
Sure. Okay, great. Well,
and others, not just you.
Right, that's just me in particular. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today, and we all look forward to working with you and to you starting soon.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
If you're scared that you don't